Rumors of a Bitcoin ETF send the price of BTC to just below $38,000. Ethereum has surpassed $2,000 on the back of this influx of new interest in Ether futures and derivatives. KyberSwap DEX has been exploited to the tune of $46 million and saw a 68% drop in TVL. And Binance has moved $3.9 billion in Tether ahead of the DOJ settlement. Here's your Altcoin Buzz news. Happy Thanksgiving to all of our American viewers. My name is Maddie and this is Altcoin Buzz. I hope you're having a great holiday. Just remember that I'm not a financial or investment advisor and none of this is official financial or investment advice. Want to be in the best position for the upcoming crypto bull run? Introducing the Altcoin Buzz Alpha and Decubate special offer. Decubate Bronze Plus tier members can now claim a full refund on your first month of Altcoin Buzz Alpha membership. You're going to get access to the hottest IDOs, dedicated IDO reviews and profit-taking strategies, access to Altcoin Buzz's $10,000 portfolio, gems, watch lists, passive income strategies, IDOs, upcoming airdrops, buy and sell signals, and many more. And guess what? If you don't like Alpha, just let us know and we will 100% refund your subscription fee in its totality. And to be eligible, you just have to submit your Bronze Plus member email ID to the Alpha channel on Discord. Then simply join Altcoin Buzz Alpha. And if you want to get a Decubate tier, buy Decubate from PancakeSwap, and then simply stake your tokens here. For more information and details, check out the links in both the description of this video below and in the pinned comment. So let's start out with some positive news here. At the time of this recording, there's a lot of hype surrounding the Bitcoin ETF, the exchange traded fund. We're going to come to that later in the video as well. But as of now, in the last 24 hours, Bitcoin has been flirting with that $38,000 mark. And we've seen a local high, as you can see here on Wednesday, of $37,795. Again, amid all this hype of supposedly an upcoming Bitcoin ETF. Binance has transferred $3.9 billion in Tether from Cold Wallet, and this comes just days ahead of an important DOJ, that's Department of Justice settlement. So this happened on November 9th, shortly before finalizing a $4.3 billion settlement with the US Department of Justice. And the thing is, the transaction amount pretty closely matches the penalty amount agreed upon in the settlement, which obviously raises questions about the purpose of the funds and their movement. Now, most of the funds were moved from one Binance Cold Wallet, Binance Cold 2, to another, Binance 3. And the source Cold Wallet currently holds $6.6 billion with $4 billion in USDT and then the remainder in various stablecoins. The destination wallet received $3.2 billion in assets, primarily in Tether's USDT stablecoin. Binance's cold wallets are known to hold significant portions of the company's funds. Tether, of course, is the largest stablecoin in the crypto industry with $88 billion in circulation, which, by the way, accounts for a full 6% of the global crypto market cap. However, it has faced scrutiny from US regulators, settling an $18 million investigation back in 2021. Binance and its CEO Changpeng Zhao agreed to pay $1.8 billion in criminal fines, with an additional $2.5 billion forfeited. Zhao pleaded guilty to charges and stepped down as CEO, concluding long-standing investigations into Binance's regulatory compliance and anti-money laundering controls. And then correspondingly, we've also seen $1.2 billion in Binance outflows in just the last 7 days. And when I say outflows, we're specifically talking about user funds. This happened directly after the CEO pled guilty to criminal charges. $1.81 billion worth of funds have flowed back into Binance, resulting in a one-day loss of just over $1.01 billion in customer funds for the world's largest crypto exchange. In related exchange news, we've actually seen a pretty significant rally for the FTT token of FTX fame. So that has experienced a significant surge of over 55% in the last 48 hours and trading 40% higher at about $4.63. This is due at least in part to whale accumulation. So FTT has seen a remarkable, get this, 337% growth on the monthly chart with substantial gains over the last 10 days as well, driven by heavy accumulation in the top 10 whale wallets. The token's market value is up 255% compared to Bitcoin over the same period of time. Now, much of this is attributable to FTX 2.0's reopening. So FTX's recent liquidation of assets and a transfer of funds across exchanges totaling $474 million. All of this is seen as part of the broader initiative leading to the potential reopening of FTX 2.0, so-called. Now, this strategic move contrasts with Binance's recent challenges and its $4.3 billion settlement with the US DOJ, as we just discussed. There's also surprisingly a good amount of institutional interest right now in FTT. Of course, that's despite the token's very limited utility. But the fact of the matter is that the 10 largest wallets have accumulated $12.8 million worth of FTT coins in just 19 days. And again, the positive outlook for FTT, however temporary it may be, does contrast quite strongly with Binance's recent challenges, which include a 13% drop in BNB's token price to about $235 and a staggering $1 billion net outflow in a single day. And FTT achieved a year-to-date high of $4.30 earlier in the month, really honestly showcasing a pretty robust recovery from previous challenges and reflecting growing investor confidence in FTX's potential relaunch. I'm not convinced, but apparently some people are. And the notable rally in FTT prompts speculation about whether it is influenced by the challenges faced by Binance, creating a potential Binance effect, if you will, in favor of FTX. We now have some Ethereum news, and more specifically the price surge of ETH, which has surpassed the $2,000 mark, an important milestone in the eyes of many investors. And whale accumulation is also a factor here, because on-chain data from Sentiment indicates that the largest wallet addresses on the Ethereum network have accumulated more than 30% of the total ETH supply over the past year. The top 200 Ethereum wallets now collectively hold 62.76 million ETH, valued at almost $124.1 billion. These wallets increased their holdings by 30.3% since November 21st, 2022, so just over a year ago. And a significant surge in Ethereum wallet activity was also observed, with 94,700 new ETH wallets created in just a single day. This marks the most substantial increase since July, reflecting heightening interest and engagement, of course, in the Ethereum network. Sentiment data also reveals a nearly 20% decrease in the supply of ETH tokens on exchanges over the past 6 months. And this decline, reaching its lowest point in 6 months, suggests reduced selling pressure on ETH and indicates a positive outlook for potential price increases. And so the combination of decreased exchange supply, increased wallet activity, and whale accumulation, all of these are seen really as bullish signs for Ethereum. And these factors collectively suggest favorable conditions for further upward price movements in Ether. We have some other positive data to consider here as well. There's been a notable increase in demand for Ethereum derivatives, which are financial contracts based on the future price, performance, and movement of Ether. Martin Rechterschott, a contributing analyst to CryptoQuant, has identified a significant trend in the Ethereum market related to systemic buying. Specifically, Ethereum futures have seen a substantial influx of $700 million, which indicates intentional and strategic accumulation of assets over a specific period of time. The KyberSwap DEX has unfortunately been exploited for $46 million. This happened on November 23rd. KyberSwap is a decentralized exchange aggregator, and it suffered a security incident resulting in the exploitation of $46 million in various cryptocurrencies. To their credit, the Kyber network team promptly informed users about the security breach via a Twitter post, urging them to withdraw their funds as a precaution, and the team is actively investigating the incident. Debank data reveals that the exploited funds amounted to about $46 million, with notable assets including $20 million in wrapped ETH, or WETH, $7 million in wrapped Lido-staked Ether, WST-ETH, and $4 million in Arbitrum, ARB. The attackers spread the stolen funds across multiple blockchains such as Arbitrum, Optimism, Ethereum, Polygon, and Base. Now, blockchain analysts suggest that the exploit is likely unrelated to approval issues and instead revolves around the total value locked, TVL, in KyberSwap pools. The attacker left an on-chain message for protocol developers and DAO members indicating that negotiations would commence after a period of rest. The exploitation led to a significant decrease in KyberSwap's total value locked, which plummeted by 68% within just a few hours. Approximately $78 million exited the protocol due to the hack and subsequent user withdrawals. KyberSwap's current TVL is only $27 million, down from its 2023 peak of $134 million. Now, the native token of KyberSwap Network Crystal is KNC. That experienced a brief 7% dip in price following the news of the exploit. However, KNC prices have since recovered to trade at about 74 cents and have stabilized pretty nicely, all things considered. The Kyber Network team had identified a vulnerability in April, prompting them to advise users to withdraw liquidity. Fortunately, no funds were lost in that particular incident. In other news now, Hester Pierce, the commissioner of the SEC, the Securities and Exchange Commission in the United States, she has expressed support for spot Bitcoin ETFs in a recent Bloomberg interview. So Pierce stated that the SEC has, quote, no reason to stand in the way of a spot Bitcoin ETF, emphasizing her consistent stance on this matter over the years. While each ETF application is evaluated based on its unique set of facts and circumstances, Pierce sees no inherent obstacles for the SEC to deny approval for a Bitcoin ETF on the stock market. Pierce hinted at a potential shift in the SEC's approach to crypto regulations, suggesting a slowdown in using legal proceedings as the primary method for establishing regulatory frameworks. She advocates exploring alternative means for regulatory actions. BlackRock and Grayscale have reportedly engaged in discussions with the SEC regarding their Bitcoin ETF applications, and that, of course, indicates ongoing efforts by major players in the industry to seek that regulatory approval. The SEC currently has 8 to 10 pending Bitcoin ETF applications on which they must decide, and the outcomes of these decisions could significantly impact the cryptocurrency market if approved.